Welcome back, children. We are seeing about the data types, right? We are having certain data types like integer, double, string, everything. So integer, these data types not only in PHP, in all the other programming languages, we will be using the data types, the type of the data which we are using. So we saw in the previous slide about the different data types like integer, double, boolean, strings, arrays and all, right? So we'll be seeing in detail about these data types one by one. So the first data type we are going to see is integer. So integers are whole numbers without a decimal point. Without a decimal, the numbers are called as the integers. It can be both positive and negative. It can be either positive or negative. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000, 1 lakh, minus 20, everything comes under these integer. Okay, so for example, this int 1 is a variable name. It should start with the dollar symbol. Int 1 is equal to 4567. 4567 is the number value. It is an integer value. And here also minus 33 plus 60. This is also the integer value. Any doubt in this integer? You can go to the next data type. The next data type is doubles. They are numbers with the decimal point. Okay, so doubles are nothing but they are numbers with the decimal points such as 4.34, 5.0, everything. So variable double. So double consists of the decimal point and integer without decimal point. These two data types are similar, but here decimal only is the difference. Or both deals with the numbers. Okay. The next data type we are going to see is Boolean. They have two possible values, either true or false, 0 or 1. Likewise, either true. If the statement is true, 1. The statement is false, 0. Likewise, so either true or false, this or that. For this, we will be using the data type called Boolean. The next one is, see, log test is 2. The next one is string. Strings are the sequence of characters. Okay, character. What is meant by a character? What is meant by a character? A, B, C, D, right? So alphabets are called as the character. So sequence, the collection of characters are called as a string. Collection of characters are called as the string. Example, this variable string consists of the collection of the characters, words. See, PHP is a programming. Each one is a character and all the sequences of collection of all the characters, words together forms the string. Okay. Any doubt in this Boolean and string? The next data type we are going to see is array. So an array is a data type that stores one or more similar type of values in a single variable. Got that? So instead of defining 10 variables for numbers, we can have one variable and all the 10 numbers can be saved. So an array is a data type that stores one or more similar type of values in a single variable. So for heterogeneous collection of values in a single file. Yes, instead of saying 8th A student, 8th A student, 8th A student, for 30 students, we can see collection of 8 A students, right? Likewise. So, example, 50 numbers can be saved in a single variable instead of declaring 50 variables. So, this array data type you will be learning in the next upcoming chapters, not now. So, you just want to know what is an array. Okay. So, what is an array? Again, I am saying an array is a data type that stores one or more similar type of values in a single variable. So, instead of saving 50 variables for 50 numbers, you can have a single variable and we can have a collection of values together in a single variable. This is called as array. Any doubt about the data types? Any doubt? We can go for the next one. The next thing we are going to see is about the variable scope. Okay, the next part of our chapter 2 is variables. What is meant by a scope of a variable? The scope of a variable is the context within which it is defined. So, it is the context within which it is defined. A variable assigned in a function can be accessed only within that function. Okay. So, a variable, it can be assigned inside the function, means that inside the function only the variable can be used. Outside the function, if you are using that variable, it will throw an error. Okay. So, variable assigned in a function can be accessed only within that function. Outside that function, that will not be accessed. It will throw an error. It is an assign. If it is assigned globally, the variable can be accessed anywhere in the program. So, if it is assigned globally, the variable can be accessed anywhere in the program. Got it? Yes, this is called as a variable scope. So, how much extent the variable can work? Okay, inside the function means that is the scope, one scope. To all the functions, it is a global scope. So, we are having different types of scopes. Okay, the variables can be declared using 3 methods depending on the scope. The first one is local, second one is global, and the third one is static. Okay, what is meant by, so local, global and static variables according to the context of the variable. Okay, what is meant by the local scope? Local scope is any variable that is declared in a function can be accessed only in that function. Okay, cannot be accessed by another variable outside the function. Example program, see. In this example program, inside this function, the test variable, this test variable is declared inside the function called as variable scope, isn't it? So, the test variable is accessed inside this variable scope. If you are calling this test variable outside this function, it will throw an error. Okay. So, if this test, if it is used inside this function, nothing will be error. It will go on smoothly. If I am taking this test outside this and if I am trying to print here, it will throw an error. Okay. So, here it will throw an error here. So, this is the local scope. Like for an example, real life example, if you are seeing your wardrobe, you and your family members, family alone can do anything with your wardrobe. They alone can open. Can an outsider can open your wardrobe? Can they do they can open? I'm not saying a thief and all, outsider, a function. See, your family is like a function. So, only there is certain things only your family members can do, like opening the wardrobe, like these things. Okay, you are doing something in the bureau likewise. So, that is called as local scope. Got it? So, that is called as local scope. The next one is global scope. Global scope is can be accessed from any part of the program. Local scope and global scope. Another example, you are having your register number, right? We all gave you the exam number. That exam number, if I say you know, but inside the school alone, that is a local scope, inside the school alone. But your name is a global scope. So, everywhere, if I call you by name with initial, you will be responding, right? So, global variable can be accessed from any part of the program. To declare a variable global, keyword global has to be placed before the variable name. But if I am saying the exam number other than the school, if anyone knows that, no, right? So, that is the local and global difference. Okay, this is a real life example. Just connect it with the real and local. So, only the limited point of access, local, and global means fully. Okay, all the functions can use it. Got it? Okay, so for example, for global, variable A is defined outside the program in this, and the same variable is declared as global, and this A can be used for many functions. See here, global A plus 1, and in subtraction also global A minus 1. So the result is 15 plus 1, 16, and in this subtraction after add, see here clearly first add function is called, so it will go to the add function. Global A 15 is there, 15 plus 1, 16 is being saved, and then in the calling subtraction, and subtraction is called, it is using the variable global A, and A minus 1, 16 minus 1, and the answer is 15. So the same variable is declared as global inside the function, and whatever the thing is done, what process is done, it has been updated in the global variable. Okay. So if you are doing anything with this A variable, it will be changing for whole program, for all the functions it will be changing. The next one is static. What is meant by static? Has scope within the function in which it is defined and stores the updated value in it. Okay. So here it also stores the updated, the static. This is the keyword for the static scope variable. Okay. So this is the example program. You are also having this program in your book. Please refer to that. The next one is the data think and think session 2.3. So find the data types for these 4. You want to find the data type and also the scope of the variable. What is the scope? Either it is global or local or static. If there is no keyword, it is local variable, local scope. Okay. So global means global scope variable. Static, if these keyword is not there, default these two are local scope. These two variables are local scope. Okay. Got it? I said the answer itself. Please write down what are the data types for this variable and the scope of the variable here by the either in the tabular column wise, or you write it as data type is equal to and scope of variable is equal to like this. Okay. The next one is about the constant. What is meant by the constant? We saw about the variables. Variable data type, data. That is variable data means time to time processing. The value of the variable changes. That is called as variable. But constant, that value will not change. A constant is similar to a variable that has a simple value, but the constant value cannot change its value. Variable can change its value, but constant cannot change its value. Like pi. What is the answer for pi? 3.14, right? Pi's value is 3.14. It is constant. It will not change, right? In maths, please remember pi. That value is 3.14. This constant value, it will not change. That is called as constant. So defining a constant is defined using the keyword. So this is the keyword. Define name and the value. So constant can be used anywhere in the program. As defaultly it is called as the global. I said variable default it is local. If you want global or static, you want to give the keyword global static. But constant, defaultly your constant variable will be in the global scope only. Got it? Yes. So a constant is defined using the keyword define. Constant can be used anywhere in the program. For example, like this. Define, this is the name of the constant and this is the value for the constant. Okay, so here print school means welcome. This printing will be done. Please understand this. Take your book. See this once again. If you are having any doubt, watch the video again, and if you are not understanding, please message me. Okay, see, define, this is the name of the constant, this is the value of the constant, and the printing is done. Yes? So with this, our today's session is over. I hope you understood the concept Only this is theory concept before entering. Okay. Thank you, children. If you are having any doubt, you can message me or you can call me. Thank you.